Hey everyone, it's MeraMangle.
And Fabrielle.
And welcome to another Mangled morning. Woo! The All Stars 10 edition.
Yes!
The tournament.
So
Mangled morning, the tournament edition.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe.
They're really leaning into the tournament and the bracket and all that. There's 18 of them to get into.
Oh my god.
We're going to look at their promo and their entrance look.
Yeah, so many good entrance looks. Very gaggy.
There are some good ones. As a tease, the queen that stood out the most to me is not, that I'm most excited for, is not who I expected it to be at all.
Ooh, so you'll have to stay tuned to find out who that is.
So we're going to get into all that, but before we get started, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video, and join the Patreon where you can see all kinds of additional content you can't see on YouTube, plus you're helping support the channel. Now you can also support the channel by tipping on Venmo or Cash App, which we've got quite a few because it's my birthday and because we had our four-way that people were excited about.
Oh my gosh.
Dino B, Jason J, Jeremy L, Edwina M.
Ooh.
That's a fun name.
Love Edwina.
They talked about how they love
There's an Edwina in... Do you watch Bridgerton?
No.
Okay.
Logan F, who loved the finale recap video. They said it was like a Disney Channel mashup. That's So Sweet Life of Hannah Montana. Seeing all of us together.
Exactly. Oh my god, it's very that.
And they're a fellow Taurus. And then Daniel R said, congrats on the 10K. We finally hit 10K on the new YouTube channel.
Yes, hallelujah.
So I appreciate you all for subscribing.
Yeah. 10K in one season.
And we started late. It started a month late.
Exactly. This, season, let's triple that. We could do it.
Let's do that. That'd be lovely. Leonardo also tipped for the 4 queen panels.
Oh, that was so much fun.
Yeah, we had a good time. Nate B said happy birthday twin.
Aww.
They said they're 23. I'm about that as well. That's about what I am as well.
I've heard that about
it's
you.
Around the same. But thank you for all the birthday wishes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Taurus season. And I just wanted to say, too, we didn't really get a chance to at the end, but congrats to Anya. I'm really excited for the reign of the nerve because...
And she was on Good Morning America.
Yes,
she's done some good press. We recorded that right after watching it.
Right. So it was very fresh.
Yeah, it was all really fresh. And we were just very flippant. We were just having a good time.
Yeah.
But I know that, people...
But we love Anya.
People felt feelings. Yeah, obviously she was extremely talented.
Yeah, we were definitely Team Anya as well. So do not forget about the nerve.
Take a look at this art. I think, again, just because my birthday, a lot of stuff came through. MKE7 Draws did my weekend look, which I absolutely love.
I love that style. That's, different.
Very different for MKE7 Draws.
Yeah, it's almost like chibi, kind of.
I don't know what that means, but I believe
Like the cute, cutesy. These are both kind of chibi. When it's, shorter and, cuter.
Yeah. Yeah, this other one's really cute as well.
I love both of them.
Still.
That's just a classic Mera look. And then that's your Wiccan. I love. Gorgeous.
Yeah, that's just a prostitute.
And have to add that to the fan art wall.
Yeah, I know. I was like, where do I go with it? They can't see that.
I like that they put your phone, too, for the Mera
selfie. Take a look at Mark and their MeraMangle t-shirt, the reaction shirt.
Yes. What were you reacting to in that picture?
It was... I remember because it's come up and I had to go back and see, and then I never forgot again. Mm-hmm. It was Mo Hart's UK vs. the World talent show.
Oh,
UK vs. the World 1, her talent show, where she had the vocal, her vocals, where she was singing live, and then there was background vocals, and it sounded like...
The sound balancing
was weird. Haunting. It sounded like she was in a haunted house.
Right.
I was reacting to the vocals. And there's links below where you can get that, some of your photos, and you'll be featured in a video. Let's get into it. I love that everything's color coordinated, so we know who belongs in each group.
The team pink, the team purple, and the team orange.
There's a playing card theme, like a sports card theme. You know how they all have their own little cards, but even Rue's picture reminds me of a card.
Yeah, how they have it flipped on a playing card. Yeah.
Right, playing card.
Like the queen or the king or the joker, they're flipped on each side.
Rue's is like that for sure, yeah.
Yeah.
I read something in one of the articles that was the inaugural tournament of All Stars, as if it's that inaugural means it's going to keep...
that might be repeated.
Keep happening, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it's the quarter quell in Hunger Games. They'll do this every 10 seasons of All Stars.
And thinking about how that's different from Global, which was also on Paramount Plus, think about how they advertised that. That was once in a lifetime. That was they advertised that as a one-time thing. This one, they're saying it's inaugural. But it's going to be a tournament. But they really leaned into it. Yeah. With the little badge and everything.
I love it.
So that probably means we're going to keep doing the badges for the winners.
Yes.
I would assume. And it's actually kind of cute.
It's very cute. No, I love the promo is, like, honestly, one of the best I think we've seen in a minute. And for All Stars.
To have 18 queens, that could be real messy. I think it was smart for them for the group of all 18 of them to just do the headshots and just do this.
Yeah.
Like, that works best.
It does work. It's very effective. And, like, immediately I was like, oh, there were some queens that I did not recognize from their headshot.
Yeah.
I was like, who's that? But do you think overall, your team pink, orange, or purple?
I would say in terms of which groups seem the strongest, I mean, orange, everyone is somebody that I would, except for Irene, I guess, and Phoenix.
I mean, Irene is still strong, though.
She is. And
Phoenix.
And Phoenix is Phoenix and Irene are wild cards, but the other four are all people that I would expect to make it to the big group. But that doesn't, I don't think they all can.
Right, because they can only a few can survive from each bracket,
group,
right?
Yeah. Or and whatever. Then, like, the purple group, I feel like...
The purple group's my fave.
I was going to say, I feel like that group is stronger than anticipated. They made a big impact seeing them, too.
The two Bettys. I'm so excited for the two Bettys. I love that
Acid Betty was like, Daya Betty is a lot. I was like, if Acid Betty is saying that you're a lot...
Then you must be a lot.
Can I say, you can also tip on the YouTube things. We'll do that. That's fine. It's too late anyway. So we're going to go through them by each bracket. So bracket 1. I feel like bracket is just such an ugly word. I wish there was... I'd rather...
Can we say pairing or matchup?
I'd rather say group 1.
Group 1, yeah.
But yeah, they're really going in with the word bracket above their heads.
Well, they're going to cause a racket with that bracket.
And each group got their own little promo.
Like the monochrome, too. It's kind of giving Say My Name music video tease.
Especially the orange.
Yeah.
Yeah. It really is. So we're going to go through each group, and up first is Aja.
Oh, I'm just gagged. This is a Roserade. Her entrance look is like a Roserade reference. That's a Pokemon.
Oh.
And I'm obsessed. It looks like a couture version of Roserade. It even has the red and the blue flowers that it has for hands.
I was so confused, so that makes more sense.
Yes. Oh my gosh. And her promo look just... Everybody's was just so extravagant, and this was just gorgeous. The tights situation, so stunning. The, like, tiered bustle and the headpiece. I'm obsessed. How do you feel?
This is my least favorite. I think
Mera! Are we going to do least favorite of the promo and of the entrance look, or just least favorite overall?
She had to be my least favorite overall, but it's mainly because of the promo. It's between her and what other queen I'll talk about later. There's so much happening on it. The flowers and the, like, it's just too much, and I didn't like the burnt orange with all the other stuff. All the stuff you were saying that you liked. I love the headpiece, and I love the hair.
Yes.
I love it from the neck up.
Okay. We're two sides of the Aja spectrum because I'm obsessed.
You know, I'm glad that you explained the colors.
Wait, can I show you the Pokemon?
Sure. But that one's fine, considering you barely get to see it, you know.
Right.
Up next is Bosco. Bosco was the queen that just gagged me. When she came out on the runway in that, I was literally screaming at the TV.
Yeah.
That was insane.
Yeah.
It was insane. It woke me up.
Her body looks amazing.
And it just was so bold. And the little Meet the Queens, I feel like we got to hear from her the most, but also I liked it. I just felt like she was the queen I ended up leaving the most excited for at the end of the video.
I feel like her personality is one that translates well to TV.
See, I liked her on her season, but also I was kind of almost indifferent on her season.
Yeah.
As to where this already felt like, okay, I'm excited.
She's comfortable. Yeah. And she's ready.
More comfortable in her own skin. Yeah, obviously, because she's shown a lot more of it. And she showed a lot before.
I love the promo look. I think it's gorgeous. And I like the entrance look, too. It's just like, it is almost like Borat to me. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
but like with like Borat and Grace Jones combined.
It's very Grace Jones meets Fifth Element.
Okay, yeah. I think she has the body that can pull it off, but I don't know if it's like my most favorite flattering silhouette that I've ever seen, but her body looks incredible.
It's definitely my favorite entrance, which is such... I guess the reason why these are their entrances...
Yeah.
It is like global as well, but also because they're trying to make it look like all those groups were there at the same time.
Oh,
you know, because they weren't all there. They filmed those separately.
Because that would be the longest day in filming history if you had to do 18 queens all at once.
Cut to like, we're just gonna have group 1 now.
Right.
And I thought her promo itself was like I can't say she's my favorite. That's why I didn't use the paddle, but I am most excited for her, and it's definitely my favorite entrance.
I'm so excited for her, like, just her sense of humor, because Bosco has one of my favorite senses of humor. And she had her FFS too, so the mug is mugging. I feel like the Bosco brow is a little tamer.
It is, yeah.
But I like that.
Softer side of Sears.
Hopefully she doesn't do it for the Rusical again.
She won't take the lead again in the Rusical.
Right. She's going to be like...
Or maybe she will for the redemption.
Maybe she will and she'll redeem. Right.
Irene is her sister and Daya was on her season.
Oh my God, I didn't even think they're together.
Yeah, like all the girls are... a lot of her girls that she's close with are so spicy but they're like... They can border on just being an asshole.
Right.
As to where she's, like, on the right side of just being funny and just being observational.
You can be an asshole as long as you have a good punchline, and she always has a good punchline.
But she also does it... She never comes across as an asshole or even trying to read. No. It's just like, she's just telling you what she's observed in front of her today. Mm-hmm. Like, very...
Matter of fact
about it. Up next, Deja Sky, also from season 14. We've got 6 girls from 14.
Lots of season 14 girlies. Yeah.
Hopefully Ru feels comfortable eliminating some of them this time. But Deja Sky, she's also a Mangle Morning co-host, the 3 or 4 time Mangle Morning co-host.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Some of those survived the new chair.
The burning of Alexandria. That's what I call it.
I wish that she had the full look on more in the video. She didn't have the back piece on or the cape, in the video.
Right. Her legs look so good, though. Like,
yeah, she looks great.
And is she wearing tights?
No.
I love that. That's kind of new for Deja.
There was a lot of girls just shined up, greased up legs.
Yeah.
That I feel like we didn't get a lot of that on their seasons.
They got the body lava Fenty on, like they're ready to go.
And she came in like a piñata.
I loved the movement of this was so fun.
Yeah.
The stars, how they were like, because that's not easy to do, that like extending and having it still look clean.
Right. It can get messy real quick.
And the hair is stacked.
Right. Too. Wasn't the hair like moving too?
Yeah.
Like I feel like it was moving just as much as the dress.
It was. I think I like her entrance look more than the promo. But she does look really pretty in orange. That's like a good color for her.
I'm surprised she didn't do more, because she had green in her eye, but she did more of a natural lip and stuff. And I'm just used to her with like so much color on the face. She
was the pastel diva.
Right.
And this is completely reversed.
Irene the Alien is next. So I guess we've dropped the Dubois.
We dropped the Dubois and we're just the Alien now.
The promo look is incredible.
It is. It's so gorgeous and just like, it looks like a movie poster.
Yeah.
Like Mars Attacks vibes.
Mm-hmm. She's doing the same pose down here.
That's her new thing. It's the Last Supper. It's gorgeous though. But Irene never had a problem with the looks,
Right.
I'm just excited to see her hopefully last obviously longer and really get a chance to show people who she is, because she is a really polished queen and she has a good sense of humor, I think. It just like is getting that to translate to television.
That doesn't always translate online either, though. These looks are very villainous, too.
They are.
So she's coming in on brand from what I know of her.
She was pregnant with Ariete here, because apparently that's her daughter.
That's her daughter?
Uh-huh.
I thought it was just her sister.
Or I don't know. I don't know lineage. It's her family member. We'll say that.
Yeah. Up next is Olivia Lux. Entrance is everything. I love her in that color, the gray with the white.
It kind of reminded me of her Pockets runway.
Yeah, it did. It gave some of that. I like when they, especially for an entrance look or something like that, where it's reminiscent of something, but like an all-star level.
They
and
pay
that's what
homage
that felt like.
to it. Yeah, the locks were so pretty.
Oh, yeah, that is perfect.
Gorgeous.
The promo look, in the photo, it looks incredible.
Yeah.
You could really see what she was going for, because it's,
Lux, her name, right.
I couldn't tell. I was like, what on earth is in her hands? Because she had the L and the X as if they were bags or something.
Oh.
I was like, what is happening? But the photo is incredible.
The photo is gorgeous. It's very graphic, Yeah. I think she's in the house of Miyazaki Mugler. Now she's done a lot of ballroom since her original season, and she has really kind of like stepped it up, I feel. So I'm excited to see
And she's in the group with Aja, who's also in that house.
Oh my God, you're right.
I'll be curious to see if they have any sort of conversation about that.
Yeah, I hope they talk about ballroom because that would be so wonderful just to have that on our TV's screens again. Just them talking about ballroom would be everything.
So this group has the two of them together and it has Bosco and Irene.
Oh my God. It's Family Feud.
And then finally in the orange group, Phoenix.
Yes.
The promo look, it's very like a trend. With the straps. I was like, she did the strappy trend on steroids. She said, I'll make a gown out of it.
She said, all the straps. She's strapped in and ready to go. But,
And she got the real leg out, too. Girls are loving. I'm telling you, there's so many girls with the legs out. I think Olivia had her real legs out, too.
Do you think they were told not to wear tights?
They said, we got some grease.
They said, you can't do that.
We're going to grease up everyone's legs.
We got baby oil and a dream over here.
I think she looks great.
Yeah, she looks gorgeous. It's really I love having a queen from an earlier season back on. And she's
definitely, like I said earlier, like one of the wild cards.
Yeah. She could turn it out or we don't know.
Her entrance look was giving me like classic pageantry drag. She talks about how, Drag Race was so different back then. But I mean, the thing she was struggling with was like being a bigger personality. And she did seem way more comfortable in the little video. But we'll see.
We'll have to see. But the looks are gorge.
Next is Bracket 2, the pink group.
Yes. The Pinkiana.
And up first, we've got Jorgeous. This group has the people coming back the quickest.
Yeah.
We've got Jorgeous and Lydia.
I'm so shocked to see Jorgeous back already. I'm happy, though. I love Jorgeous.
And I would actually say, out of all the beats, her beat was probably the top beat.
Would you say that it's
camera.
muggy?
Oh, it was amazing how much her face just popped and like stood above the rest in the video.
She is gorgeous.
So damn tiny.
Like Jorgeous.
And came in like looking like a little pastel Tinkerbell.
Looks like one of those fairies that you pull and it spins and then goes into the fireplace. But she...
Which are like very Tinkerbell-y.
Right, very much.
That, for some reason, was a surprise for her entrance. Because I feel like she normally comes in a little bit sexier. But
it's like elegant.
Yeah. The promo is kind of what I'd expect for her. Because it is still sexy.
That's quintessential Jorgeous.
Yeah.
And I honestly feel like Jorgeous has almost like more to prove than she did her first season. You know what I mean? Because in All Stars, because she kind of had that moment of vulnerability, and then I never really feel like she got a huge bounce back.
No.
I
feel like her and Ginger, I feel like, have the most to prove.
Yeah.
For her coming back so fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope she brings back that character she did for, was it the roast? The, boy, drag king, Jorgeous, Jorge.
I hope that, because, they were referencing this a lot already. Mm-hmm. Like, I hope that that's not all we rely on. Because I feel like that's was a lot of what was funny about her on All Stars 9.
Mm-hmm.
But, just her face alone got me excited.
Yeah, it's muggy.
Up next, Kerri Colby. Oh, my God. Now, she's my runner-up for least favorite look. Because the promo look is just...
It is kind of a lot.
The butterfly clips.
I don't know if... There's so much going on that there's, not a real focal point to the look.
Right.
But her entrance look...
Stunning.
And did you see the tag said
Colby?
Yeah, it was, Colby Co., and then it said, AS10, a real fashion house label. It was so pretty.
I'm kind of weirdly most worried for her, because the thing she struggled with was being herself in the challenges.
Yeah.
But she was always herself in the confessional. And this Meet the Queens, at least, the bit they show of her in confessional, she was so controlled. And being that version of herself that's like, I have to be pretty, I have to be perfect. And that whole montage they showed about her on her season was literally talking about that already.
Sometimes with the Meet the Queens, though, I feel like they can be a little misleading.
It can be.
So, it's not always, a direct indicator of how they will be.
Hopefully that's just,
She does have, again, now we have seen her mother, and we have seen that. So maybe she's coming into that with that on her shoulders.
Yeah.
But hopefully she doesn't, let that get in her head because she is so incredible.
Yeah, I'm hoping that's just a small clip and she'll ease into it.
She'll eat it up.
Yeah. But man, that promo look is just...
That's
misguided.
I don't know if the vision was clear, but the entrance look...
The butterflies just alone, just take those off.
I love a butterfly moment. We could do it better, I think. Just silhouette wise. And is that like a bow on her head? What is
flowers or something?
I don't understand what that is.
There's more butterflies, and then there's feathers, and then there's balls. She's pollinating her own hair.
Right. That part.
Up next is the butthole herself, Lydia B Kollins.
Yes.
She came with the promo look. That promo look was...
She did. And I love that she has just like a bob on, too. That's
right. But very her.
Yeah.
But also she had a full-on showgirl
It kind of feels like an elevated version of what she did for the Betsy Johnson runway. Like with her little thing, her little foxtail moment. This feels like an extravagant, fully realized version of that.
I should be able to remember that. That just happened. I couldn't tell if the corset was stoned or if it was made out of sequin fabric, but either way,
I think it was stoned because it was like encrusted. Yeah, it was just gorgeous.
It was great.
Sabrina Carpenter level of sparkleization.
The potato sack was...
What was the handbag?
Also potato sack, like a potato sack purse.
Oh, okay. Kind of hearkening back to like a Willow Pill. And she kind of feels like in the same world as Willow Pill, like, I'm going to come in this thing and none of you know who I am because my season hasn't even aired yet.
Right.
And you're going to underestimate me, and I'm okay with that. I think she's giving that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think it's fun. With your entrance look, tell a story in a moment, and she did that. I feel like it's that thing like, oh, she's so model-esque, she could wear a potato sack, you know, like that saying.
Yeah.
Like, she can pull it off.
I've kind of wish she would have done something kind of like she did for the promo with the hair. A black bob would have actually been, like, something where it broke it up a little.
I keep the wanting hair was a weird choice. To just have a butthole on something. Like, can we do that, you know? Because that's your thing.
Yeah.
That's what Ru loves, you know, like... And even on her finale look, I wanted her to turn around and it just be a butthole.
Yeah.
I hope she does that at some point.
It's just going to, you know, obviously going to be an uphill battle for her in terms of coming back so fast.
I think it's going to be the hardest for her. But, like, we've seen before with Aja even, like, you can come back quick.
Yeah, but no one's come back 4 days off.
Right.
She like 4 days, literally had like 4 days off.
Yeah.
Up next is Mistress Isabelle Brooks.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
How do I say this? I was about to say they didn't give her much of a challenge to make it through her group, but out of her group, she's by far the strongest on paper.
She's a fierce competitor.
Right.
You know, because some of these girls are great, but they're not, I wouldn't necessarily call them the most competitive Drag Race contestants.
Right, yeah.
You
like
know?
No one we saw so far.
But Mistress doesn't F around. Like, she comes to play. I love it because it's so clean, well executed, and just, like, quintessential Mistress, you know?
Yeah. So far we're just saying bodysuits, but I did think it was interesting on her promo that it really looked like she broke her neck or something. Like a bedazzled, you know.
Neck
I mean,
piece.
It really went all the way up. Next is Nicole Paige Brooks from Atlanta, Georgia.
I'm so excited for Nicole Paige Brooks. And they will never be hungry again.
What's that from?
I don't know. She just says it.
Oh. The promo look is stunning. I actually really liked that. Yeah. That was exciting. The entrance look.
The placement of that.
I didn't understand that at all.
Is really strange to me.
Also, it looked like she was not wearing a lick of eye makeup.
Yeah. She does like a soft, she kind of likes, you know.
That was too soft.
I am excited to see her back because she does make good television. She's
really
funny. Her confessionals will be hysterical.
Yeah, I hope someone moves her picture. God, I can't believe we're not through with the pink group yet. I'm like, oh, this is a lot. Tina Burner is up next. I thought she looked great.
We're not seeing any red, yellow, or orange.
I like that they didn't let her have the orange group.
Yeah. They were like, no, ma'am, you're not going to do it.
The promo's stunning. It's very like a Mae West.
Very.
Energy.
It's really flattering to her silhouette.
Yeah,
kind of reminds me of like Nina West's monochromatic pink look that she did.
The silver dress was giving me like, I don't know, I guess was she going for like a Joan of Arc kind of vibe?
I could see that. Kind of also, this kind of reminded me of when she did her Tin Man runway.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So maybe
also, they were so rude to her because the last person they showed from the other group was Olivia in gray, and then they cut to group 2 and she was first in group 2.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh. I mean, she just had to follow someone else in the same... Yeah.
Tough act to follow.
And it was a girl from her original season, too, they did that.
Oh, true. But she does look beautiful, and great. I really hope... I mean, like, Tina is, like, kind of a legend in New York, and I can't wait for her to, like... Oh, my God, I just had a burp. Sorry.
Well, she'll do that to you.
She's
Get a little
heart
gassy.
burner. Yeah. But no, I'm excited to see her really turn it out and hopefully up the ante and really slay at comedy like we know she can and is capable of doing.
Kind of deliver what the expectation is.
Right.
Was.
Exactly.
Finally, group 3. Ooh, that for some reason that pink group felt like it took a long time.
Right. Well, we saved the best for last.
And in the purple group, first Acid Betty. Oh, one of the best.
So,
That promo was everything. And when she came out on the runway, it was like, oh, thank God she's there. Because, like, we're at group 3, and she's the only one, like, really delivering something different in terms of the drag aesthetic.
yeah, true. She looks like a Mortal Kombat character in her promo. And, like, she just brings such cool, different acid trip drag.
She looked incredible, and she had good energy in the confessional and all that. Like, she made me excited because she seemed like we're going to get to see a different version of her for sure.
I can't wait to see people's response to Acid Betty. Like, they're going to be like, she's so mean. What is this? You know?
Well, based on what she said, I don't think so. I think if because she's in the group with Daya. So.
Right. So you can't out-mean Daya. It's the
fact that she was
Bettys.
like, Daya Betty is a lot. Like, I thought, because she said something like, I thought I, had opinions. She really has opinions.
She does. She's known for that.
Up next is Alyssa Hunter. But she was the second out on season 14.
Mm-hmm.
She came with the looks. That promo look was epic.
It's really cool.
It was
kind
like
of
a
Harley Quinn.
Court jester.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. Which is an odd choice for her, because I think she was going for queen, but
right.
She's definitely giving, like, court jester.
It's like the most elegant Mardi Gras vibe.
Yes.
You know?
But that fabric, I mean, some of these girls with the promo, the fabric they put on is, like, extended, or, like, you could tell they manipulated it.
Yeah.
No, that fabric really looked that beautiful moving in the video.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was stunning.
And that velvet can be hard to pull off, too.
It can, yeah.
Like, it can swallow the light.
Now, she's another girl that never had a problem with the look.
Yeah.
The look was never the problem. It was trying to stand out in the challenges and be funny, all that kind of stuff. Because the entrance was great, too. Lots of straps. Maybe a little too many straps going on for me. Like, she had so much dangling off of her, and then also the shoe.
Mm-hmm. Very strappy.
And that's going the opposite direction of all the other straps.
Right.
Like, I wouldn't have done that shoe with it, but...
She does look gorgeous. And the way she walked out was captivating.
Yeah. Up next, we love her backside specifically. It's Miss Cuckoo, Cynthia Lee Fontaine.
Miss Cuckoo. Wait, can you tell me why she had flip-flops? What was that
I know,
about?
in the group photo, I don't know.
What was that?
I have no idea.
Because they, like, really made... I feel like they made it a thing as, like, did she do something with flip-flops? I cannot remember.
Nope. Not on either her seasons.
Yeah.
But for some reason, she had to hold them it was only in the group photos.
Okay.
Because here, she doesn't have them.
Yeah.
I will say, we don't get any Cuckoo in these looks. And the looks, both of them, are both swallowing her up.
Yeah. They are a little bit voluminous. She was one of the headshots that I did not recognize her. You know?
Yeah, her makeup, she was a little whited out.
Her makeup was, yeah.
But I will say, out of all the girls in confessional, just hearing her voice made me the happiest.
Yeah. She does bring so much joy.
Just her personality and just hearing her talk.
Yeah.
It's, like, soothing.
Yeah. She's heartwarming.
Yeah.
You know? That's what we love her for. And her cuckoo, of course. So, hopefully, maybe we'll get a cuckoo reveal that wasn't aired.
Yeah, the ruffles, you see what she's going for, but it was like almost like one too many, because there was a couple that were right here, just like took up her shape. It looks like we're looking at an aerial shot of a lake, and then there's a woman's head coming out the top of it.
That's so specific.
Like, that's what I see.
That's haunting. I did
Right.
kind of like the entrance look more, though, like the Queen of Hearts.
That goes with Alyssa's court jester.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
They're going to the same party.
Yeah, they're definitely going to the same party, for sure. Maybe they got the playing card memo.
And I guess she's like Queen of Hearts because she's so heartwarming.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Although the Queen of Hearts in
Is
Alice in Wonderland
evil.
is like the opposite of that.
Right. Next, Daya Betty. Oh. I feel like we've already been talking about her a lot.
Yes. Well, she's our Missouri girl.
Yeah, her promo was stunning.
The lace coming out
creepy.
Of the flesh, it was so cool. I loved it.
The red contacts, the pants on this go all the way up.
Her legs look 10 miles long.
Very striking. Because she is like over 6 foot tall, isn't she?
Yeah, she's very tall. I think about that one. Do you remember that one runway when she wore the like construction crown and they edited her voice together and she was like, and it sounded like 10 different takes. put into one. And she was like, I am wearing a construction paper crown. Do you remember that?
Kind of.
It's crazy.
I don't quite get her entrance look. I get the aesthetic she's going for, but why did she have a beer bottle? Why'd she drink out of a beer bottle? Did she develop a drinking problem and she's proud of it that I didn't hear about?
That's her bottle of insulin, okay, for the diabetes.
Did she drink that?
I don't know. But I love the shoes, though.
The shoe is cool.
I didn't even clock that she had a bottle with her.
She first walks out, they show her drinking it, like fake drinking it. And then she's holding it the whole time.
We didn't hear entrance lines, right?
No, which is kind of what was missing.
So maybe it has something, her entrance line will say something about that.
Well, she don't get to have one because RuPaul introduces her.
Oh.
Maybe when they break into their groups, they'll, like, re-enter as if it's...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we'll understand why she has a bottle. Maybe she said, I want to be mysterious and I want people to wonder why I have a bottle. I love those Converse shoes, though. I had a pair like that in 8th grade, 7th or 8th grade.
That are heels?
No, they were just the flats, but I, like, begged my dad to get them for me, and then I wore them once. So that's what I think of every time I see those, like, high top Converse.
The heel version of it, like
pretty.
that, reminds me of Willem for some reason.
Oh, I could see. Honestly, the whole styling is kind of
Willem
like,
wouldn't do the tights and the arm things, but
Yeah.
the shoe definitely gives me Willem.
She loves a lot, though, you know.
like kind of like techie.
Tacky,
yeah.
but, like, fun. Like a fun auntie.
Like a camp tech.
Yeah. But I love are these, like, headphones?
Yeah, I think it's,
That's cool.
Some girls, they cut back to the look a couple times, and some girls, they never cut back to it on the runway. So, like, we barely got to see it.
Yeah.
I was like, what's going on, girl?
Yeah.
Like, what are you trying to tell me? Next, Denali.
This is my top. I am a Denali stan.
She said, I'm going to give you the legs. That promo look was everything. Like, before they, like, lit it up, and I just saw the silhouette at one point in the video, I was like, oh, well, that's Alyssa Betty.
Oh, really?
Because the hair, you know, and the shoe, I was like, oh, yeah, that's Alyssa Betty. When it cut to her, I was like, wow.
So gorgeous and ethereal and stunning, and Mother Denali is not coming to play. I just love her in purple, too.
The color is great on her.
And
then the entrance, it looked like this heel had a little ice skate on it.
I think it did.
But it was hard to tell with the floor.
Yeah. I think she, like, kicked up her leg, too, at one point.
Her package of her season, cutting back to it, I forgot, like, oh, she actually was really good.
No, they kind of slept on Denali.
They even did a montage of them saying, safe, safe, safe.
Yeah.
I think that was her.
Denali was very slept on, so I'm ready for them to wake it up and to see the Queen of Chicago, one of the Queens of Chicago, I should say, because Shea Coulee is there. But,
Right.
But come and
Unless
eat
Shea
it up.
moves.
Right.
I hope you're also ready for Glamour Toads. Ginger Minj is I think, the final one.
We're going to have to call her Ginjuby, because she's been back
Well, and
so
she's
many
the only queen. I saw somewhere that she's the first queen to ever be on 4 just regular U.S. ones, because this is her third time on just regular U.S. All Stars. Not Versus the World,
she's
not
gotta know
anything else.
something. She's got something on RuPaul.
She said in her promo about why now, it was almost like verbatim what we heard before. I'm ready this time. I'm taking the crown this time. Like,
All I have to say, if she wins Snatch Game again...
She didn't deserve it last time.
No, she did not.
Kylie should have won.
Kylie should have won. But I love Ginger, and I want to see her in, like, theater shows, like, I want to see her in La Cage and
Eggs,
Little
Eggs, Eggs,
Shop.
the musical.
Right. Eggs, Eggs. The Divine, the musical.
I will say, like, these looks aren't distasteful like her last entrance look.
No.
But they're also not flattering. That length of skirt, I mean, I'm 5'6". 5'5", 5'6", 5'5".
Right.
And I would never wear anything that length.
I don't hate that. I mean, it does, like, her legs look a little longer.
Girl, no, she looks like she is 2 foot tall.
The bag is nice.
She looks like she works at Macy's in Hobbiton.
In Hobbiton? Is that, like, the Hobbit town?
Yeah, that's where
in
they
Lord
live.
of the Rings?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
She looks like she works at the Macy's in Hobbiton. She's going to spray you.
Oh, my God.
She works at the fragrance counter. No, ma'am.
I'm screaming.
Like, no. That's
Yeah.
just, no.
The Macy's in Hobbiton. That's her new...
The midi length
new
is not
tagline.
something, if you're short or have short legs, that you should ever wear, in my opinion. I just think
Yeah.
that's just such a silly thing.
I like it more than her Glamour Toad look.
Well, I mean, if you're starting off at the worst entrance of all time, literally, for All Stars.
One thing that Ginger is a fierce competitor.
She's
so maybe
talented
she'll
as
bring
hell.
out the fierce, like, the fierce competition in the other girls. And that's what I will like to see, you know. And she does look really pretty in purple.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Now it's time to take a look at our YouTube thanks. Hi, Mera and current guest. I'm sure whatever you're wearing, you look amazing. Thank you, we do. What season do you think you would have done best in?
Ooh.
I think I would have done pretty well on this one, actually.
In season 17.
Yeah, or like maybe 14.
I was thinking 14 for some reason, too.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that
Once
season...
Cornbread got taken out, it
right.
was like anyone's game.
Right, exactly. 14 or...
13, I think I could have done well on.
Maybe I'm thinking too hard, but I'm like, are we thinking like present us, go back in time and compete, or us then compete?
Yeah, you're overcomplicating.
Probably 14. That's what I would say.
Also, since Brew didn't send anyone home the whole season, you know, you have a good shot at being in a lot of episodes, at least.
There you go.
What about which one do you think you would have done worst in?
Well, Sasha Colby's, because I just feel like no one... Was that 15 or 16?
15, yeah.
I feel like nobody...
See, I actually think, because she obviously was the girl, because even Mistress and Lux, they only got like 1 and 2 wins.
Yeah.
Because she's Sasha Colby, I'd be like, well, it is what it is.
Right, and then might be uninhibited because I'm not worried about winning.
Yes.
Because I know I won't win.
If I was with Nymphy and Saphira, and because there was so many fashion... that's why I don't want that one. Because there was so many design challenges. That was one
Actually,
too many.
I would have loved that.
That was too many. And then what season's cast do you think you would have gotten along with the most? I actually think 14. Because also I had a lot of 14 girls on the channel.
Yes. Honestly, I think I would have probably gotten along with 17 the most. Just because I vibe with a lot of the girls. Like, even having...
You've already worked with a lot of them.
Right.
Step-down looks. They've said what their favorite step-down looks are. Isis, Nymphia, Violet. Definitely Violet. Nymphia's was incredible.
Violet and Nymphia. I think Nymphia might be tied with Violet for me now because that was just so gorgeous.
One of my favorites is Sasha Velour, the alien.
Yeah. And I love Aquaria's too. Hers was like that bird.
Phoenix.
Yeah. It was a Howl reference from Howl's Moving Castle.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
And Garrow Sparrow designed it, who did Lana's. And then also Simone's was really pretty.
Yeah, Simone's was so cool.
And it was sculpted fully, that shirt.
She just came out and said, I'm not going to do what you guys think I should do.
Exactly.
She did her own thing.
And that's why I loved it.
Long-time watcher, first-time tipper. Love seeing all my favorites in one video. Glamorous. Fantastic Four.
Oh my
Thank
gosh.
you.
I love it. Are you excited for that movie? That one with Pedro Pascal?
Fantastic Four have never done much for me.
Yeah, that's real.
Because I'm not a big Marvel person, except for X-Men. And, now the whole Agatha world, but that's kind of like its own thing.
Yeah, I agree. But I am the way they, edited the Invisible Woman's powers, it's like...
They got some... they look more like the comics, for sure.
It looks so pretty.
Let us know what you think about the All Stars 10 cast. We're going to head out of here for now. I have one last thing to say today. Glad you got to see us. Bye!